So this is a collective reading for January 2023, which is rather hard to believe. There was something on the news about it recently, so it must be true. Let's have a look at this. This picture is the cover of a collection of Rumi poems. I really like this painting, which is detailed from the lioness in conference with the other animals, Mughal school, 1610 to 11. This is how they used to do conferences before Zoom calls, apparently. So here's a short story called The Three Fish. This is the story of the lake and the three big fish that were in it. One of them intelligent, another half intelligent, and the third stupid. Some fishermen came to the edge of the lake with their nets. The three fish saw them. The intelligent fish decided at once to leave to make the long, difficult trip to the ocean. He thought, I won't consult with these two on this. They will only weaken my resolve because they love this place so. They call it home. Their ignorance will keep them here. When you're travelling, ask a traveller for advice, not someone whose lameness keeps him in one place. Muhammad says, love of one's country is part of the faith. But don't take that literally. Your real country is where you're heading, not where you are. Don't misread that hadith. In the ritual ablutions, according to tradition, there's a separate prayer for each body part. When you snuff water up your nose to cleanse it, beg for the scent of the Spirit. The proper prayer is, Lord, wash me. My hand has washed this part of me, but my hand can't wash my spirit. I can wash this skin, but you must wash me. A certain man used to say the wrong prayer for the wrong hole. He'd say the nose prayer when he splashed his behind. Can the odour of heaven come from our rumps? Don't be humble with fools. Don't take pride into the presence of a master. It's right to love your home place, but first ask, where is that really? The wise fish saw the men and their nets and said, I'm leaving. Ali was told a secret doctrine by Muhammad and told not to tell it. So he whispered it down the mouth of a well. Sometimes there's no one to talk to. You must just set out on your own. So the intelligent fish made its whole length a moving footprint, and like a deer, the dog's chase, suffered greatly on its way, but finally made it to the edgeless safety of the sea. The half-intelligent fish thought, my guide has gone. I ought to have gone with him, but I didn't, and now I've lost my chance to escape. I wish I'd gone with him. Don't regret what's happened. If it's in the past, let it go. Don't even remember it. A certain man caught a bird in a trap. The bird says, Sir, you have eaten many cows and sheep in your life and you're still hungry. The little bit of meat on my bones won't satisfy you either. If you let me go, I'll give you 3 pieces of wisdom. One I'll say standing on your head, one on your roof, and one I'll speak from the limb of that tree. The man was interested. He freed the bird and let it stand on his head. Number 1. Do not believe an absurdity, no matter who says it. The bird flew and lit on the man's roof. Number 2. Do not grieve over what is past. It's over. Never regret what has happened. By the way, the bird continued, in my body there's a huge pearl weighing as much as 10 copper coins. It was meant to be the inheritance of you and your children, but now you've lost it. You could have owned the largest pearl in existence, but evidently it was not meant to be. The man started wailing like a woman in childbirth. The bird, didn't I just say don't grieve for what's in the past, and also don't believe an absurdity? My entire body doesn't weigh as much as 10 copper coins. How could I have a pearl that heavy inside me? The man came to his senses. All right, tell me number 3. Yes, you've made such good use of the first 2. Quite a sarcastic little bird there. Anyway. Don't give advice to someone who's groggy and falling asleep. Don't throw seeds on the sand. Some torn places cannot be patched. Back to the second fish, the half-intelligent one. He mourns the absence of his guide for a while and then thinks, what can I do to save myself from these men and their nets? Perhaps if I pretend to be already dead. I'll belly up on the surface and float like weeds float, just giving myself totally to the water, to die before I die, as Muhammad said to. So he did that. He bobbed up and down, helpless within arm's reach of the fisherman. Look at this, the best and biggest fish is dead. One of the men lifted him by the tail, spat on him and threw him on the ground. He rolled over and over and slid secretly near the water and then back in. Meanwhile, the third fish, the dumb one, was agitatedly jumping about, trying to escape with his agility and cleverness. The net, of course, finally closed around him, and as he lay in the terrible frying pan bed, he thought, if I get out of this, I'll never live again in the limits of a lake. Next time, the ocean, I'll make the infinite my home.